Hearing continues for the alleged mastermind behind the killing of Memphis rapper Young Dolph. Hernandez Govan is facing several charges, including first-degree murder for the 2021 shooting.
That you could be in jail, and it's a whole lot easier to supervise you there.
Charged with being the mastermind of this murder.
Because I think even the district attorney said, I didn't hear this, but I understand it was said on the news that he's not the shooter, he's not a killer.
The man prosecutors say set the plan in motion is finally running out of runway. After months of strict house arrest, a missed court date that earned him a judge's blistering warning, and a string of tense motion hearings, Hernandez Govan is now locked on a trial date, August 18th, 2025. The question hovering over Memphis, quiet in public, loud online, is simple. Does the evidence prove a conspiracy? Or did one desperate witness pull everyone into his story to save himself?
Man once named as a person of interest in young Dolph's murder has now also been killed. Family members confirmed Joshua Taylor was found shot in Orange Mound yesterday afternoon, leaving that community on edge as they worry who might be next.
On November 17th, 2021, young Dolph walked into Makeda's homemade butter cookies, a place he had supported and shouted out for years. Minutes later, gunfire ripped through the glass. The city froze. There were no staged threats, no warning tweets, just a beloved artist gone in a daylight ambush that looked less like a robbery and more like a mission. For fans,
Govan, one of the prime suspects in the rapper's death, is now out of jail on a $90,000 bond.
it wasn't just a star. It was a neighbor, a giver, someone who turned a hometown into part of his brand and his responsibility. Police and prosecutors named Justin Johnson and Cornelius Smith as the two men on the scene, while Shundale Barnett was charged as an accessory. The bigger name came later, Hernandez Govan, the man accused of organizing the hit.
Aspiring rapper known as Straight Drop wanted to be part of the CMG record label and is innocent. He places blame on a third defendant charged in Dolph's death, Hernandez Govan.
In September 2024, a Shelby County jury found Justin Johnson guilty, and the judge locked in life in prison, later adding 35 more years on related counts. The courtroom language was blunt, money and clout fueling a stone-cold execution.
His murder was ordered after he wrote lyrics that disrespected someone from another record label.
Smith wasn't off the hook. He still faced his own reckoning even as he stepped to the mic. When Cornelius Smith testified, the room leaned forward. He told jurors that a $100,000 bounty came from Anthony Big Juke Mims, Yo Gotti's brother, and that Hernandez Govan relayed the plan, broke down payments, and moved the parts. According to Smith, he and Johnson expected $40,000 each.
Attempts made on young Dolph's life, and he survived all of them.
He also placed everyone in meetings and conversations that only insiders would know. That testimony, sworn under oath, became the backbone of the state's theory. It's explosive. It's also where the defense plans to swing the hardest. Reminder for the audience, Smith's claims are testimony. Allegations against people not on trial remain unproven.
Shooting in Hickory Hill with connections to Memphis rapper Yo Gotti.
Then January 13th, 2024 happened. Big Juke was shot, and Una lived in Memphis after funeral repast. Sirens, helicopters, and a new wave of rumor hit social media like a sprint. Was it retaliation? A message? Police released details on the incident, but held back the forensic map fans wanted to see. As the weeks rolled on, the vacuum filled with theories.
For 5 straight years, late rapper Young Dolph made sure that needy families in Memphis were able to celebrate Thanksgiving. Dolph's turkey giveaways became one of the most anticipated events of the year in Memphis for literally hundreds of people in our community.
Officially, the facts stayed sparse. Online, people stitched their own conclusions. For our purposes here, we keep it straight. The fatal incident is real. The rest is chatter. Through it all, Hernandez Govan wasn't in a cell. He posted a $90,000 bond in 2023, lived under 24-hour house arrest with GPS monitoring, and, according to the court, pushed his luck. When he missed a court date in February 2024, the judge let him have it. If the court can't supervise you at home, it gets a lot easier to supervise you in jail.
Yo Gotti wanted to sign young Dolph at one time. Young Dolph considers himself as his own boss. He says no, and I think Yo Gotti took offense to that.
That moment mattered. It reminded everyone that bond is a privilege, and the court's patience is not infinite. Fast forward to late July 2025. Motion hearings landed, and the judge drew a line. Trial set for August 18th, 2025. No more drift. No more extensions without reason. How do you beat a narrative built on a cooperating witness? You go at the witness. Expect Govan's team to argue there's no direct footage tying him to any handoff, no clean money trail putting the alleged bounty in his pocket, and no phone records.
Guilty or not guilty on 3 different charges. Number 1, conspiracy to commit first-degree murder. 2, first-degree murder. And the 3rd, a convicted felon in possession of a firearm.
The public has seen that seal the chain from point A to point B. They'll attack Smith's credibility, motivation, memory, even the timeline, and they'll remind jurors that Smith came forward while staring down his own sentence. Adding concerns about venue bias, Memphis feels this case, and you've got a defense built on, you might not like him, but can you convict him?
The forensic expert testifying cell phone towers around Crosstown Concourse, where Johnson lived, the gas station where he picked up the stolen white Mercedes used in the murder, Makeda's cookies where young Dolph was killed, and the apartment where he went after the shooting, all showed his phone made contact with the cell phone towers around there.
That's reasonable doubt, 101. This is a strategy preview. We'll see what actually lands once motions translate into evidence at trial. Even with unanswered questions, the system has already spoken on part of the story. Justin Johnson, guilty, life, plus 35 years. Jamarcus Johnson, probation after pleading as an accessory who helped coordinate calls after the incident. Those 2 outcomes frame the stakes for everyone else. They also explain why every move Hernandez Govan makes feels heavier. Once a jury hears that one shooter is locked away forever and another participant cut a deal, they'll listen differently when the state says mastermind.
So I know CMG, I hate to say it, man, somebody gotta end, somebody gotta go down.
For 5 straight years, young Dolph gave away turkeys on Thanksgiving. He put money into properties, poured time into paper route empire, and treated independence like a mission. The murals, the tributes, the foundation work, those aren't optics, they're memory anchors. That's why each filing in this case trends. It's why people who never followed court dockets now quote hearing dates like game scores. This isn't just a homicide case. It's a community trying to square loss with accountability. The next few weeks are all about lists and limits.
The trial was originally set to start on March 10th. It has now been pushed back to July of 2025.
Expert witnesses, exhibit fights, and jury instructions that define what jurors can consider and what they must ignore. If prosecutors land clean corroboration around Smith's testimony, texts, logs, transactions that map to his story, that's bad news for the defense. If they don't, and the jury sees a single thread holding the whole sweater, reasonable doubt gets real. Either way, August 18th is the door all these rumors, reports, and reactions have to walk through. We'll keep it tight and factual as the trial opens, and if the narrative shifts in court, you'll hear it here first.